Jess here. I was out here doing a little squirrel hunting. I thought I might tell y'all another story today about a turkey hunt I went on when I was working a long time ago. I was turkey hunting a lot, and I went out on the job and I was talking about going turkey hunting, and one of the friends of mine that I worked with, he asked me, he said, I do a lot of hunting. I've hunted all kinds of varmints and animals and stuff, but he said, I ain't never been a turkey hunting. He said, one of these days when you go a turkey hunting, he said, I'd like to go along with you. I said, well, that's fine. I'd like for you to. I'd like to hunt with you. So he asked me, he said, well, the next time you get ready to go, he said, give me a call. And I said, well, that'd be fine. I said, yeah, I'll be glad to do that. So we made arrangements to go hunting that next Saturday morning, and needless to say, as my luck runs, we got up Saturday morning. It was raining and storming and just looking generally like a nasty day, but we went on anyway. So we got out in the woods early because we wanted to get there before daylight so we could hear an old turkey when he left to roost. And it was raining, kind of storming. We pulled up in an old food plot, and there's one old tree, big old pine tree out there in that food plot. So we pulled up under that pine tree and parked under that big old pine tree. Well, the rain kind of let up a little, and it was sort of getting daylight, and I rolled my window down about halfway down so I could listen and see if I could hear an old gobbler before he flew off the roost. That way I could kind of pinpoint his location and set up on him. Well, I had my window about halfway down, and all at once, every hair on me stood straight up. A light that nearly blinded me, light lit up, and a sonic boom went off right in my head. Pine needles, pine cones, sticks, bark, all kinds of debris falling out of that tree fell all over the Jeep we was in. And I would not believe it, but lightning had struck that tree. We figured out there wasn't neither one of us hurt other than just scared to death. And I mean, it scared me quite a bit. We sat there, and a little while we never did hear nothing, so we sat there and the rain stopped and it started getting daylight. So we decided we'd walk on down this old log road, and we got going down an old logging road, and every little bit I'd owl. And we finally come up on a big old flat. It's a big flat bench going around the hillside. And got on that bench, and I owled a big one, double gobble, right down under. So I mean, it just double gobble. I told Jim, I said, Jimmy, you go between me and him, between me and that bird, you get out there and find you a good spot, and you sit down and wait. I'll do the calling. When that bird comes up that hill there, well, you get a shot at him. He said, okay. So he went out there and got hid out, and I got to looking around. I found where an old tree had blowed down. There's a big old sunk down place in the ground that looked like a big old bowl, kind of hollered out. It had some brush and an old cedar top or something was kind of down in it. And so I got down in that because I knew I wasn't going to do no shooting. Jimmy was going to do all the shooting. So I got down in there, and I give a little yelp. Boy, that thing gobbled out. I'd whine and put a little bit, and I knowed it was coming up that hill, but it was coming awful slow. So I was sitting there and I was looking off down the hill, down there toward where that bird was at, and kind of toward Jimmy was at. And directly I heard something behind me coming. Sounded like a squirrel walking in the leaves. And I thought, well, that's a Jake bird coming trying to get ahead of that old gobbler so he can get to that hen before he does. And I know he's coming in quiet, so I sat there and I was looking down the hill. I wouldn't turn around because I was afraid I'd scare it off. I sat there as long as I could, and that thing coming up on me like that. Well, I turned my head and looked around. I looked around behind me, and when I did, there's a bobcat in the air coming right straight at me. I tell you what, when that thing got right there on me, it had every hair on his head and on his body sticking straight out, and he screamed right in my face and hit me right in the back. Jumped off down there. I jumped up, throwed my gun off down the hillside, and I had the office come apart. You ever seen a feller have? I was a thrashing and fighting around there, and the old cat, he went off down the hill. I never did know where he went to. All I could hear was old Jimmy laughing at me. He was just tickled to death. He was laughing, laughing, laughing. We got back down there to the job. He told everybody, he said, I heard a racket, and I looked over toward old Jess and seen that old bobcat right in midair, and it hit him right in the back, and said he just went to frailing around there and run off. He said the whole rest of the day he wouldn't get over 2 foot away from my side. He stayed right with me the rest of the day. He said, I'll tell you one thing, if you want to go a bobcat hunting, said go with Jess, but if you want to go a turkey hunting, you better find you somebody else to go with. And that was the end of me taking Jimmy hunting with me, because he never would go back no more. No, he would have really. We ended up going hunting several times after that. But anyhow, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.